Randolph Scott was one of the most enduring and recognizable stars of Hollywood's golden age, known especially for his commanding presence in westerns. With his tall frame, quiet demeanor, and ironclad image of rugged masculinity, he starred in over 100 films and became a symbol of honor, justice, and strength on the silver screen. But while his cinematic legacy is well documented, his personal life remains shrouded in mystery, fueling decades of speculation and unanswered questions. Recently, however, new details have surfaced that appear to shed light on the Randolph Scott mystery, and the revelations have left many fans feeling both surprised and saddened. Behind the image of the noble cowboy was a man fiercely protective of his privacy. From the 1930s through the 1950s, Scott was a major box office draw, yet he kept interviews to a minimum, rarely spoke about his personal relationships, and disappeared from public life after his retirement in 1962. Central to the speculation surrounding Scott's private world was his long-rumored relationship with fellow actor Cary Grant. The two shared a home for several years in the 1930s, prompting whispers in an era when any deviation from the heterosexual norm could ruin a career. Studios went to great lengths to silence rumors, crafting carefully controlled public personas for their stars, while neither man ever publicly addressed the nature of their bond. Newly unearthed letters, studio memos, and personal notes suggest that their relationship may have been more than platonic. These documents, some only recently released by film historians, hint at a life lived under constant scrutiny and suppression. If the reports are accurate, it's likely that Randolph Scott lived with a carefully guarded secret, one he felt he could never safely share. In a Hollywood that demanded conformity, particularly for leading men, the cost of authenticity was often one's career, reputation, and freedom. It's heartbreaking to consider that a man who represented strength on screen may have suffered in silence behind it. Aging photographs show Scott living quietly in retirement, seemingly content but increasingly withdrawn from the industry he once helped define. Today, fans and cultural critics are re-examining Scott's legacy through a more compassionate lens, not to diminish his accomplishments, but to understand the pressures he faced. Many believe that if Scott indeed lived a double life, the strength it took to do so in such an unforgiving environment only adds to his legacy. The truth may be bittersweet, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of how far society has come and how far it still has to go in allowing people, especially public figures, to live as their true selves. The Randolph Scott mystery may now be closer to resolution. And while the truth may not be as glamorous as his film roles, it's undoubtedly more human. If his story moved you, it's worth reflecting not just on the cowboy he played, but the man he really was, and the sacrifices he may have made to keep the spotlight from revealing too much.